Hi everybody, this is foXnoMad, and today I want to help you travel smarter by showing you how to avoid a very common problem people have at the beach that ruins all of their videos and photos.
Oh look, I'm gonna go underwater. Okay, let me just take this phone here. Alright, stick it in the case, got that done. Alright, now time to jump in the water.
And this footage is gonna look so great when I get back to the shore.
Let me try to take a selfie. Oh, I bet that selfie looks really great. I can't see it on the screen because it's very bright now, but my phone hasn't caught fire yet, so I think that water seal has worked out pretty well. I can't wait to take all these photos and put them on Instagram. They're gonna be amazing, award-winning underwater photos. So great. Everybody is gonna love them. I'm gonna get so many likes. Aww.
So these are some of the most common ways that you can avoid these problems, and it comes down to two things: patience and just a little bit of practice. The first thing is to make sure that the phone is properly inserted into the case, and what I mean by that is you've gotten all the air out, you've followed all of the instructions. And the second thing is to give it some time to ensure that the air seal is tight and it gives you the most clarity from the camera. If there's any space between the plastic cover and your camera lens, any space at all, it's gonna look more distorted than it should. And a lot of people, what they do is they neglect to get the air bubbles out, and what happens is you get this very distorted, entirely unusable blurry image when you get back to the shore. When you're in the water, it's very difficult to see that everything that you're shooting is blurry because of the glare from the sun. It's hard to see the screen of your phone. So you get back to shore and all of your photos might be ruined. Now this might be kind of a once in a lifetime type trip. You might be swimming with wildlife, you might be swimming with whales or dolphins or things like that. And if it's one of those once in a lifetime things, you want to make sure that those shots of yours aren't ruined. So first things first, when you get the phone case, you want to make sure that you read the instructions, obviously. But in general, what you want to do is after you put your phone in the case, you're going to take your hands out on top of the case in front of you with your palms together and sort of squeeze out all the extra air. It's sort of like a karate chop in slow motion going left to right, left to right. You want to do that a few times until you can see all the air bubbles are out of it. You're going to notice that the case, when you do this, gets this very tight vacuum seal that you don't see if you skip this step. Also, there's sort of this foam padding on the bottom. You want to make sure that's as flat as possible. What that's designed to do is show you if the air seal is broken. So if you push that down completely, make sure that the air bubbles are out, and make sure also that your camera lens is actually on the clear side of the case. Now that you've done that, it's time to leave the case alone for about 5 minutes and make sure that that foam padding on the bottom where you squeeze all the air out doesn't start to inflate again. If it does, that means there's air getting into the case, which means water will probably get into the case as well. If air is leaking into the case, you want to repeat steps 1 and 2 again. Make sure that you close off the top very carefully, make sure that the air is out inside the case, and then let it sit again for 5 minutes. Hopefully after a second time you've got this down without any issues, and then you can close up the top. That's the last step. Now you should be good to go in the water and get a lot better footage than you would otherwise. A lot of people forget to give themselves 5 to 10 minutes, which you really need to get the best quality out of these cases. So if you're on a boat already or you're at the beach and you just stick your phone into the case and then jump right into the water, it's not going to give it enough time to get rid of the air. It's not going to give it enough time for you to make a good seal, and you end up with blurry photos. Fortunately, destroying your phone isn't very common. The more common problem is having footage that just looks terrible, out of focus, just doesn't work. So you've ruined a day at the beach, and maybe it's your only day snorkeling that day, and so you've lost all that footage. These are a couple of things that you should do before you get this case, before you take the case out and try to do this on the beach. These are a few things you should know to make sure that footage comes out looking really nice and crisp. So there you have it. I hope this helps you on your next beach trip. If you happen to use your phone as a video camera and you want to use it at the beach or underwater, I hope these tricks help you to get the best footage you can possibly get. Obviously, using your phone is going to be just a little bit tricky, and these cases aren't very expensive. They're only $5 or $6. So compared to, let's say, even a low-end action camera, which is going to start running about $20 or $30, these are a nice alternative. They're a nice cheap way to get some underwater footage if you don't happen to use your camera very often underwater. Let me know if you've ever used one of these underwater cases for your phones and how it worked out in the comments below. And while you're down there, hit the like and subscribe buttons. I'll have new videos for you every week. Thanks very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.
Thanks very much for watching. Music in this video was by Anders Nilsson, Real Heroes, and Lou Nee. And if you really like this video, hit the subscribe button. Thanks. Bye.